Well, the crowd getting a little bit of a feel of what it's like underfoot as we take a look at the Nasher Griquas lineup. Colin Lloyd coming in at full back as a replacement for Patrick Peterson, who pulled a hamstring at training on Monday. Hiron Tayser, the former Boland winger, and Jeroen Nicholas, well, he's been around for years and years. Over 100 games for Griquas and their leading try scorer in all time. The back row, Krobla, as well as Hienis and Borman, all former Free Staters. Daimpi Teron in the second row is a man who played World Cup rugby for Namibia. And then Van Straten, Loubser and Hedley Wessels has been around a long while for Griquas. This is the Border Bulldogs lineup. Siwonga, Tiger Mangwene at full back, and their back line has been prolific this season. Boy van Rensburg, Mulali, Ngwani, as well as Best of the fly half, 77 points this season. Vito Narco at scrum half. Lewis Krause and Derek Henry, the captain. And then Blackie Swart, Bruce Cumming. And then Dani Tiat, Hugo Horn, another Namibian World Cup player from 99. And Jane du Toit, former Marty, he's in the front row. He's played all 7 games so far in this Vodacom Shield competition. There's the bench for both sides. Van Wyk, Coetzee, Linda, Morfu, Josh Fowles, the former, or he was on the bench last week for the Sharks. And then Cockrell, Durant, Stander, Markram, Zandberg, Ulefier and Van Rensburg. So just trying to clear the field as the teams come out. This is the Nasher Griquas side coming out on a coolish evening at the Absa Stadium. A little bit of rain around as well. And Charles Blom captaining from scrum half, from the Grey College footballer. And they're the men from the home team, the Border Bulldogs. They've lost just once this season to the Pumas. And there's the captain, Derek Henry, on their way out from in the depths of the Absa Stadium grandstand, a ground that's been around since 1932 and holds 12,000 people, and they will be roaring their lungs out as the Border Bulldogs come out as they do now for the final of the Vodacom Shield. Terrific turnout by the men and women and children of East London for this Vodacom Shield final, and an opportunity to get involved in the hype that goes with the cup final. Derek Henry captaining the Bulldogs as he has done all season. The back row of Lewis, Krause and Henry have been in fact the incumbent back row from the start. Jamil Pandey is the referee involved in this afternoon's final. And an important match any final is for the referee, because it's a high-profile one and much can ride on decisions either way. Well, Sports Minister is hard at work, no doubt, and also keeping an eye on his beloved Bulldogs. So Anna Bester to get things underway for the Bulldogs. Nice atmosphere in the ground, and Jamil Pandey just waiting for things to settle down before getting play underway. The Bulldogs beat the Elephants last week in the semi-final 28-21, and Griquas came through over Western Province 31-10. 4 tries in that encounter. The Bulldogs much tougher match against the Elephants. They were 15-14 up at half-time. And earlier in the season these two sides did meet, and the Bulldogs prevailed there by 28 points to 19. So the history suggests that the Bulldogs might carry it here, but it's a long way to go. This is a final, and so much can depend on the big match temperament. So Absa Stadium, Absa Park, Absa Stadium, as Werner Bester switches play and goes to his right, and immediately we'll have a line out on the far side of the field as touch is found, and the Border Bulldogs will have the put in. Now it is wet, so handling is going to be paramount here. as it goes in from Hugo Horn. It's going to come back. This is Van der Bester, little chip kick through, trying to get over the defence, and some confusion in defence here. It's knocked away by Con Lloyd. Did he knock it on? And it is a penalty coming from the wrong side, says Jamil Pandey, and so penalty bang in front for the Border Bulldogs, and it won't take Van der Bester long to make up his mind what he's going to do. Have a shot at goal and put the home side in the lead within the first minute or 2 minutes as the clock ticks over the first minute. 77 points this season, and he's kept the Gareth Wright out of contention. And it's there, so points straight away to the Border Bulldogs, and much to the delight of a packed grandstand. So 3 points away of the Border Bulldogs. And the best is the man who does the job. And it all stemmed from his alternate restart, as the restart now from Zane Kirchner, his opposite number, and he hasn't started his game well because he's put it out on the full. Zane Kirchner, the fly half in the National Griquas lineup today. So first feed in the first scrum, Vito Narco to feed. The front ranks, Dani Tiart in on the tight head for the Border Bulldogs in place of Vaughan Graham, who pulled a calf muscle. And the number 3 jersey, Hugo Horn and Jane Dutoy. And it's the Bulldogs. Oh, confusion. It's picked up at the back by Piri Lutz and out from Naku as they spread it wide. This is the little chip kick through by Mangweni. He's exciting. Follows up that kick. Terrific tackle. It's available for Naku. Spins it now. Little step inside from Horn into the 22. Available again. Naku spins it to Bester now. Little dummy move. Piercing through. There's a lovely run from Tinus van Rensburg. They're still going forward now. Here's the big lock forward. Blackie Swart. 10 metres out for the Bulldogs. Naku going left. Bester through the hands. It'll come wide on the left wing. This is Ndugadi. Keeps the ball alive. Naku. Bullocking drive, looking for the line from Lutz. He can't get it. It's turned over now by the Griquas. And referee Pandey will award the penalty to the Bulldogs. And some terrific play there. Headley Vessels, at least Louis Loebsch have been called up. But what good play from the Bulldogs. Nice continuity.
Penalty. Coming from the wrong side.
And Jamil Pandey saying coming in from the wrong side, the Griquas. So another opportunity for Van der Bester to put 3 more points on the board, and just reward will be for some good play by the Bulldogs. Have a look here. The referee there says play on. Now, coming from the wrong side there. I think you might just have seen Louis Loebsch, the hooker. By Marty. Van der Bester. The cute angle is about 10 metres in from the near touchline. He's going to bring that around. Oh yes, he's done it. What a lovely kick from Van der Bester. And 12,000 people at the Absa Stadium love it. And the Bulldogs lead by 6 points to 0 in this Vodacom Shield final. Early days yet, but the Bulldogs have looked dominant. Had errors, 3 of them. 2 have been costly in terms of points. And 1 from this man resulted in a scrum on the centre spot, which drew that attack from the Bulldogs. This time he gets it right. Lutz, the 8th man, takes it. Pidi Lutz turns and presents it for Naku. Back it goes to Mangweni, the full-back, in his 3rd season in the top flight for Border, as the full-back Colin Lloyd for the Griquas is tackled on the halfway line. It's available for Blom on the drive. Here's Ludie van Staden. Just gains enough ground to make the advantage, but delaying the ball, says the referee, and they'll come back for the penalty to Nasher Griquas, just inside the Bulldogs half. So an opportunity to gain some precious ground on that far touch line, and well, Zane Kirchner has not really found as big a touch as he would have liked. Just 8 meters into the half. The youngsters enjoying it here today as it's taken down by Swarters. The drive is on to the 10-meter. Good holding from the Bulldogs, who look strong off the ball, off the back. The shirt is off, and the ball continues being driven up now by the Griquas. Bit of momentum. Blom now to Kirchner. Little step inside from Van Staden. Sets it for Blom for the short side. A drive on by Tron. Blom again goes short side, and a cracking tackle and a step in touch. Hudo Narko picking up Nicholas on the wing. Well, look at him marking his man there, and he put a foot in touch, in fact, before he was tackled, keeping him on the outside. Hugo Horn.
Open up, please. No, half meter from there. Right, no, lead in.
As it goes to Bruce Cumming for the Bulldogs. Narko with a kick and the chase now. Going to be taken in by Lloyd. Oh, he's found some space here. And eventually held well by Lugani. The halfway line beckons. Blom through the hands, tight up against this near touch line. It's Tayser, and eventually into touch in the hands of Bertus Younes for the line out. Saron Tayser, former Boerland winger. Griquas from the Western Cape have come down as we see it going wide here. The skip pass, well collected, but very good marking from Tiger Mangweni. Wrapped him up and knocked him into touch. Horn to Cumming. Off the top, Narko, Bester, lovely ball. This is a good run from Gareth Krauser over the halfway line. Quick ball again. Lewitz, the 8th man, picks it up. He's made some ground. 10-meter line. Quick ball. Here's Narko now, looking for space and for support. Finds it. This is a good run from Derek Henry, the captain. Flick inside. Well, the Bulldogs might have knocked it on, but they're creating all sorts of havoc at the moment, and all sorts of opportunities as well. And looking a side worthy of their 6-point lead. Narko, one tackle out the way, keeps it alive. That's Henry, the captain. Playing at good pace and with some wonderful hands at the moment. So at the moment, the rain may create problems in that regard a little later on for handling. So a terrific turnout of the East London faithful.
Crowd and hold. Engage.
Go down on the 22. And the referee unhappy. He's going to have a look around the other side.
Keep it up.
Van Straten, Loubsen, Vessels for Griquas against Tiacht, Horn and Jeanne du Toit. Griquas ball, Blom. Kirchner running it. Oh, this is Lloyd. Oh, crunching tackle, great tackle. And the whistle is gone. They're coming in to make the tackle on Colin Lloyd there. Fancy it might have been Mbugani, the left winger. But it really did stop Colin Lloyd in his tracks. That one, look at that. Fantastic tackle. It was indeed. Odwan Mbugani, leading try scorer, 9 tries this season for the Bulldogs. Lutz will pick up. Narko, space for Bester. He's going himself. Takes down 2 tacklers with him. Presents it. Narko. Mbugani. Oh. Well, he was looking at try number 10 there, and perhaps saw the try line and forgot to collect the ball. There wasn't much space, to be fair.
Don't bind on his leg.
The pass was not great. I think Narco realized that he was selling him a bit of a hospital pass.
Was I can Nolan?
This under 21 player last year. Scrum defensive for the Griquas.
We're going up.
And they'll have to go down again. Scrum's a problem just at the moment.
There's more. Crouch and hold.
The referee
Crouch. Okay. Steady it. Steady it.
flooring the crouch and hold. Free kick. Penalty in fact to Griquas.
Going down. Pick it up.
Toy. And Headley Vessels having a tussle on this near side. The border loose head and Griquas tight head is Kirchner. Well, he needs to find a little confidence, and he's not going to gain it too much from that, but he's found a touch which is important. And it'll be a Griquas feed to the line out.
Open it up.
At the moment,
Open up, please.
playing behind
Open
the
up
pack.
the back.
We're battling. There's Loebscher. That's Mugani. Oh, it's come back on the Bulldogs side, untidily so. Good hands. That was well picked up by Gareth Krauser. Narco's right in there. He's having a terrific game. Hands in, says the referee. Penalty to the Bulldogs. And this man has created much of that havoc. Vida Narco, the under-23 player from a couple of years back. Gareth Krauser, Narco's on his left shoulder. Ruckball, you heard him say, hands in there. And as a result, the penalty. Going in front again, so Mona Bester has one in front, one from 10 metres in from the grandstand touchline, and now this one to make it 9-0 to Border. No problem at all. In the air for Border. As Werner Bester makes it 9-0. Full value for it. In fact, I feel that he might have a try at some stage, because they've dominated virtually every phase of the game so far. Oh, the restart again, taken in well by Bulldogs. In goes Horton to rake it out for the Bulldogs. Bruce Cumming imploring the referee to help out there. And eventually he does.
No, you don't have to do that.
Well, he asked for help earlier.
No ball on the ground.
So get the man out the way, and if you don't, I will.
That's not a rough.
Now, where do I put my foot? There, that's about the right place. Just avoided trouble. Settling down. Down they go. Blom, the captain, feeds for Griquas. Kirchner spins out. Oh, lovely step inside there from Van Staden. Now, can they get some momentum going? Battering run from Headley Vessels. Looked as though it was knocked forward, and it was.
Knock on, hold it!
And Sean Blom, bottom of that, as you can see, the rain started really pour, and maybe that is the reason the ball was knocked on. So it's going to be heavy rain now. It could be a muddy game fairly shortly. Well, they're not too deterred. So a 9-point lead by Border early on here in the first quarter of an hour could be absolutely vital. So often games like this, played in these sort of conditions, don't produce lots of tries. You might find that just one or two, one either way, could be the deciding factor. And a 9-point cushion at the start of the game, thanks to indiscretions by the Griquas, as you can see it now, teeming down over Absa Stadium. Hasn't dampened their spirits. Their side's leading. First time Griquas have been in the border 22. Narco feeds. Good scrum from Griquas. But now picked up and driven away by Lutz. Doesn't quite get over now. Here they go. This is Mbulali inside to Bester. Good little move. And they'll come back. Picked up on the Griquas side is Yanni Boardman.
Number 6.
And Derek Henry will come back. The captain of the Bulldogs to get behind his kicker, who's going to look for touch. And Weni. Has he found it? He has. That's a terrific kick. Oh, look at those conditions. It's Siabonga Tiger Mangweni. Just take that again.
Open up, open up, open up, wait, open up, open up. Time out.
The referee.
I will give you, how you merk hier, how you merk hier. Ek kan as jy merk hier, kry jy al wat. Jy gaan kan ook
Well, Jane de Toy is getting a lesson in opening up the gap there as it goes swirling around and eventually taken in by Hedley Vessels for Griquas as Blom now offloads it. The head down from Nila Swart. Blom again. Here they charge for the other lock for Dave Peteron, but he loses it. And we might see a lot of that today. Lock on. And they'll come back for the scrum down to the Border Bulldogs. They lead by 3 penalties from that man, Werner Bester.
Crouch and hold.
There's a feed and a collapsed scrum once again. Tiart slipped, says the referee, so they'll move to an area with slightly better footing. In these conditions, that could be a problem. Vida Narco to feed. Comes out to Bester now. No, and this is Mbulali, this is Mangweni at least, the full back into the line. Exciting runner. He'll come back. Narco. Here's coming. Sets it well. Narco again. A change of direction. This is Blackie Swart. Knocks it up a second time. Narco. Henry. Oh, he's put it right up in the air. He's not got the depth he was looking for, and it's come back on the Griquas side, knocked on. Still all over the place. And now this is Tinus van Rensburg. Lutz, the 8th man, sets it for the Bulldogs. Narco, advantage still being played. Here comes Bester now. Mbulali, advantage over. This is, great tackle on Undangweni on this near side. And the Griquas have turned it over as a result of that. A step inside and taken on by Vessels again.
Penalty, hold on.
Another penalty for holding on.
There's 2 players on there.
There's big Hedley Vessels at the bottom of it all. And so another chance for Werner Bester to put points on the board and put Border further ahead. This could be a 12-0 lead, but these conditions are vastly different to those in which he kicked his previous 3 successful penalties. Odra Lugani here, number 11. You saw him getting nailed a little bit earlier in that move. Here is Bester. Oh, nowhere. Well, an indication of how difficult the conditions are now. Might not be blowing, but slippery underfoot. And just very, very wet indeed. And as the game progresses, the ground is going to get more and more cut up. You can see already there Colin Lloyd Oh, he's grubbered that out. And it's picked up by Swart, the lock forward. Now it's locked forward by Griquas. Fido Naku and Headley Vessels. A little 05. Great to see. There's still a bit of smiling and camaraderie on the rugby field between the two sides.
Dis nou die laaste keer wat ek julle oud weer waarsku, okay? Right? Crouch and hold. Engage. Steady it.
Charles Blom to feed. Big scrum from the Bulldogs, and it'll wheel, and as a result, the Bulldogs will get the put in. It's Lutz, the 8th man.
Dis die merk. Daar's die merk.
They've got such exciting players out back, as you see. Border with a tremendous advantage. Free kick now to the Bulldogs. The referee's perhaps lost patience as it's taken quickly. Set up, they didn't retreat fully, did Griquas, as it comes now. Naku, here's Bester, Bulali, great hands there from Van Rensburg, holds it. Naku again, here's Bulali. Oh, he's found the gap, back inside, Bester is going to go all the way, is he? Just short. Set up, must come back quickly. I don't think it is. And it might well have been turned over. No, Naku. It goes for coming. Support Mangweni. Popped up for Naku. Tries to go himself, but he's wrapped up. 5 meters out. Scrum half in the middle of that. Here's Swart. Tries to go himself. Lucky Swart, former Western Province man. It comes again. Bester. Mangweni. Oh, he's lifted up and dumped down. And eventually the referee will call a halt. Some good tackling and defensive work by Griquas. That's in Lugani. Another look here at the knock-on. Bester, that's where it was knocked forward, I think. And that tackle, tremendous tackle again on Tiger Mangweni. And an opportunity for both sides to have a bit of a breather. It is the Bulldogs who dominate, 9-0 on the scoreboard, and that is a very, very valuable lead at this stage in the game, particularly in these conditions. Nella Swart from a Free Stater, having some ice applied. So the flags are going just gently, the rain in off the sea. Hasn't stopped the children up on the bank there, the rain. It hasn't stopped these men out in the middle. As Charles Blom feeds another defensive scrum for the Griquas, as fly half Zane Kirchner will find touch. Hasn't got out of the 22 yet. He's had a torrid time, but it happens when you're going backwards and your pack is battling. Henry trying to close him down. At least Krauser trying to close him down, keeping him on his left foot. Coming. Horn, then coming it is. Comes quickly now for Naku. Bester delays the pass. Oh, here comes the run. Umbula, at least this is the winger, Boy, Chimani Boy.
Get away!
He's coming from the right wing as they drive up towards the goal line again. Naku, great hands from Bester. Held in the tackle, that's knocked backwards and turned over. Well, the initial knock-on looked back and then it went forward. And some good work by Kurva Skrobla in the tackle there. As you see, this is where it might have happened. Great hands from Werner Bester. 2 tacklers on him there, and that is where it went forward. It may have been Bruce Cummings' hands on the ball.
Crouch and hold.
Border might have made more handling errors, but they've had more of the ball. So not likely that they might make more. 5-2. Well, Jamil Pandey is having real problems with the front rows here. Charles Blom Oh, down it goes again. Both sides are slipping, and this is going to be a real problem. He needs it in faster, says the referee. Oh, you could see on the near side, even those long steel spikes or studs on the boots couldn't hold. Blom to feed, he does so quickly. Good shove. Now Lloyd, oh, he sliced that. And Griquas are still pinned inside their own 22. Lloyd in for Patrick Peterson. The fullback pulled a hamstring at training on Monday. And as a result, Colin Lloyd is the man trusted with the fullback's position today. I think Griquas would have played in these conditions at home too much in the competition, as it's won by Niela Swart. It is Blackie Swart as it comes for Nako. The long pass out now, Bulali. Busy runner, but a terrific tackle on him by Kirchner. Nako has it. Here's Cumming, bullocking over, try number 1. Bruce Cumming gets it for the Bulldogs. And at last, the dominance in possession and territory has been converted into a try, and a try by the lock forward, Bruce Cumming. Mobile and pacey. Mulali here tackled well by 2 men. Nako gets the pass away, and Cumming finds plenty of space, and only Colin Lloyd in defence. And the fullback is no match for the big, pacey lock forward. Under the crossbar, and Werner Bester has the conversion where he likes them best. Bang in front. No mistake. And the Bulldogs are on top right now. So 16-0. And here's another look at the try. Peter Nako's had a terrific game. And coming on the angle, Colin Lloyd, no price. Kirchner. Untidy and knocked forward by Griquas. Well, Soester Brown will be very disappointed, I would think, at the moment, with the way this side are giving away possession. Some rather needless mistakes. Fed by Nako. Bester, under pressure, puts it on the boot down the middle. Oh, untidy, that's Robla, the 8th man. It's picked up by Colin Lloyd, the full-back, but back into Griquas territory here. Now, they've hardly been able to retain possession in these situations, but they have now. It comes out for Kirchner. And this is the 8th man. Probolo's held up and driven back. Set up. And again now for Lloyd, the full-back. It might have come off a border player there. It goes to touch, and it goes to touch on the full, so it didn't come off a border player, and they'll go to the line out inside the Griquas half. So, Horn, the short one, Jone de Toy, back to Horn. Good little play this by the front rankers. On the 22, Nako comes for Bester. Oh, running in the way there really was Blackie Swart. It's knocked forward and turned over, picked up there by Nudi van Staden, as it's Kirchner, Stevens. Can he find a way through? Still advantage, and away comes the Jeffrey Stevens for the Griquas. Ndugani. Well brought down by Yanni Borman. And it'll be a scrum down to the Bulldogs. The first time, really, that we've seen anything from the Griquas side. That was Jeffrey Stevens breaking out of defence. So, on the 10-metre line, scrum down, border Bulldogs. Nako. Bester makes sure he's knocked down by Charles Blom, but the kick is good. Well, that is a fantastic kick. I thought for a moment it was going to stick, but it didn't. Aaron Taiso was back to try and pull it back, but Werner Bester is having an outstanding game, and he's getting great service as well. Making sure the collection there, taking it in the bread basket.
What was his number?
Jamil Pandey.
Neverson, here posting number is blue. Get back. Get back. Wait. Neverson, posting number keeper and last tackle.
It was Saif, fancy. It might have been the scrum half. Charles Blom, the late tackle on Werner Bester.
It was late. Right, okay. It was late. A penalty. Right, so warning. Right.
Now, taking it in there. He's quite slow on getting it away. Well,
it was late tackle.
Maybe a little harsh on Charles Blom, I think. Maybe a little harsh. So penalty again to the Bulldogs. And the rain just teeming down at the Absa Stadium in East London as Werner Bester sets us up 15 metres in from this near touchline. 4 out of 5, 3 penalties, those first 3, and then the conversion of Bruce Cummings' try. He has missed one other penalty. Just a couple of paces. He doesn't want to take too much of a run, and he's drawn that in beautifully. Werner Bester, 19 points to 0. The Border Bulldogs lead. We've had half an hour's play in this Vodacom Shield final. And some are staying dry, and some aren't. Terrific crowd coming out in abject conditions. Kirchner. Deep as Cumming takes. This is driven on by Gareth Krause. Vito Narco. Tagamangweni. It's in touch. Darius Nicholas. And Tagamangweni has found a very good touch and taken play right up back into Griquas territory. Some rich talent down in the border area. They'll be looking to collect this at the line-out as Ulovsha to feed for Mamati. And it comes back on the Bulldogs side. They're winning everything at the moment. Pass out now to Henry. Krause. Oh, he's caught driven forward. Still has the ball to the Bulldogs. Nako. Bester. Almost looks in slow motion. Couldn't find a way, but does find a pass away to Blackie Swart. He offloads. They've retained possession so well. What a pity there for Chumani Boy going away on the right wing. There's Chumani Boy. 8 tries for the Promesa under-21 player this season.
Timeout.
This is Blackie Swart. Knocked it forward. I fancy there. Look at that. There's a space there for Chumani Boy. Well, they've scored 28 tries so far this season, the Border Bulldogs, of which 24 have been scored by numbers 11 to 15. Odo Ndogani has scored 9 and Chumani Boy 8. 3 each for Tiger Mangweni and Tinus van Rensburg. 2 by Vusi Bulali. So that's where their strength lies. And in these conditions, well, you might not see it too often. Half a chance, they'll make it count.
Right here.
So 19-0.
Crowd and
7 minutes to go to the half-time break. As Charles Blom feeds, what a big shove again from the Bulldogs, and they get the put in, and things getting a bit nasty. Things just getting a little out of hand. It's the big eighth man, Grobler, former Free Stater. This is where it happened, nothing too serious. A little bit of a judo throw on Gareth Krause. I think it would have won them any medals at the Olympics. Well, they really are having a problem. The Griquas, that's Lucky van Straten. Number 3, the loose head. I think on the tight head. And, well, from that sort of platform, let's have another look here. There's the throw. Couldn't pin him down. So scrum down. Bulldogs to feed Vido Narco. Short side, Lurtz, Narco. Oh, he couldn't offload because Charles Blom was up so quickly on his opposite number. And penalty, didn't release it.
Hold it. You're holding on, there's a player on.
Yeah, he knows he was caught well and truly there, Vido Narco. There it is. And they read the move very well. He didn't let go there. And the penalty to Griquas. And Lloyd takes play to 6 meters, 7 meters short of the halfway line. Line out to Griquas. Well, they've retained very little of their own ball in first phase play, and again the same story as they drive away again through Hugo Horn. The Bulldogs, Narco, Bester. Well, there's a runner in front of him, but he's kicked it straight down the throat of Hiron Taser. He hands off now. This is Lloyd now on a run. Lovely run by the fullback, eventually brought down. Good tackle by Mangweni on him. Grobler picks up the eighth man, sets it up. Blom, Kirchner puts it on the boot. And, well, this could be trouble. This is Sirius Nicholas. And he gets swallowed up and does release the ball very impressively. The ball sliding all over like a piece of soap. Tinus van Rensburg kicks it forward now. The chase down. Lloyd is back and can do nothing more than slide it into touch. The fullback under pressure from Tinus van Rensburg, that man who pounced on the loose ball and just poked it through. Griquas again on defence. Lloyd opting in these situations and this sort of these conditions, safety first option. The right way to go. And the referee trotting back to check on the condition. I think that's Hugo Horn, who might be in a bit of distress. He's pouring water on his ankle, I don't quite know, because there's enough water falling down on him. There's the back row, 2 of the 3 anyway. Bertus Yunus, the number 7 jersey, and Borman, the number 6, that is Hugo Horn. He's all right.
16, hold it. You're off, you're gonna play.
So they. Brave souls sitting out. There's some pretty brave souls as well. Our cameraman on top of the grandstand. Well, give you an idea what a good job they're doing today in these conditions. As Lurtz collects for the Bulldogs, and it is available. Narco, Bester. It'll pop up. Here's Van Rensburg through 1.5 tackles, if you like. Here's Narco again coming, the good link. Bester, quick ball available again. Coming, can he hold it? And penalty coming, I think, was coming in from the wrong side there. There he is. So penalty to the Griquas. And Colin Lloyd will always stand out on the field in those boots, won't he? Do they operate successfully? They do. They find an adequate touch just outside the 22. And a Bester here. Now Bruce Cumming collecting the ball there, coming in from the wrong side.
Come in.
Loebscher. This time he does find Dame Pitron, and a good drive on now by the Griquas up towards the 10-meter line. They still have it. The peel away by Yanni Borman, still going forward. The pick up and go. This is good work now. They've gained 25 meters. Blom does find 8th man Grobbelaar. He's dragged down just over the 10-meter line. Blom again. Kirchner. Can he get it through the hands? No, Stevens can't hold it. It's going backwards though. Little dummy. And it's knocked away. And it'll be a scrum down to Griquas. Ball knocked away by Swart of the Bulldogs. Now that went backwards. And Stevens could continue play, the former Western Province's Stormers player. So Nako feeds the 6th scrum for the Bulldogs, gets it away. This is trouble for Mangweni, and all a bit messy for Werner Bester, who knocked it on. Put under pressure there by Tiger Mangweni, the fullback. Thumped the pass across to him. But both players have had terrific games so far as we near the halfway stage in this Vodacom Shield final. As the short side break from Blom. Oh, crunching tackle, 2 men bringing him down. Pick up and go.
Go into his own man. Accidental offside.
Accidental offside. And it'll be the Bulldogs driving into their own player by the Griquas player. We might have a look here. There it is. It was hooker Louis Loebscher, went straight into Nila Swart. Free kick taken by Nako. This is Krauser. Pop inside now. Swart gets the ball. Lovely hands. Bester now. Bit of pressure. He has to go for the kick. Shimani Boy was outside and I think is chasing down now. Oh, what a kick. What a kick. Taken play from deep inside their own 22. And Bester has put the Bulldogs right back on the attack. And this little kick ahead. And the ball skidding away on this damp surface. Lloyd could do nothing other than watch it go over the touchline and line out again, seeing the Griquas side in defence. Loebscher. And again, it's won by the Bulldogs. Nako knocked it back, retains possession. It's there for the Bulldogs. Nako's available again and finds Cumming, turns against the defence, and they'll drive it towards the 22. This is good play by the Bulldogs. They've done really well to control the ball in these conditions. Nako loses his footing but gets the pass away to Bester. Krauser twisting and turning through the tackles, 10 metres short. Available again, Van Rensburg. Oh, he's, I think, caught by a boot, and that'll be a penalty to the Bulldogs. I think as he was trying to get the pass away, the boot of Hedley Wessels kicked the ball away. Charles Blom has a word here. Now, that's wonderful play from both players, and that Krauser twisting and turning, some poor tackling by Griquas. Eventually he's brought down, but 10 metres have been gained.
Number 8 from the wrong side.
And there is the penalty again for Werner Bester. Just about half time now. And Gareth Krauser spent some time in New Zealand last season playing some club rugby, has a knock on the head. It's Bester. It's a very good record in these conditions. Must be said, though, his first 3 kicks were in the dry. Just 1.5 paces, and it's there, and it is half-time as well. And the Bulldogs really are full value for their lead at half-time now of 22 points to 0. That only try coming from Bruce Cumming, all the rest coming from the boot of Werner Bester. And it is the Border Bulldogs who lead the National Griquas 22-0 at half-time in the Vodacom Shield final. Well, these are the sort of conditions not only the players have to play in, but well, the things people have to do at half-time to entertain the crowds, giving away shirts. Well, they might want to wear one of those shirts, in fact, in those conditions. Well, really, look at it, absolutely teeming down. Well, Jamil Pandey is going to get things underway with Kirchner for Griquas. Look at the puddles they're already forming as it's collected in by Blackie Swart for the Bulldogs. They lead by 22 points to 0 at half-time. And they're driving this one on well. Picks up, now it's on the ground. Look at the water there. Comes for Nako. Bester, outstanding first half, hoists it up high. It's going to come down for Grobler, the 8th man. Almost slow motion in these conditions, but he holds his feet well enough to set this one. Here is Haron Taisa, straight back into the middle, brought down by Hugo Horn, the hooker. Blom, Grobler batters his way into Mangweni, halfway line. Continuity needed by Griquas in the second half, and more importantly, points as well. There's mud and boots, and there is the ball, and a little bit of obstruction there, but the referee says fine, play on as Blom gets it away to Kirchner. Little stab kick through, that's very well taken. That's very good play from the number 8 Lutz. Well, it's taken away by one of the Griquas men with his hands, and you can see exactly what happens. And that is Colin Lloyd wearing the number 23 jersey. And Jamil Pandey is going to have a word with Sean Blom. He's going to go to send him to the bin. Blatant use of the hands in there. Oh, Werner Best has not found touch. Taisa gets it away. Lloyd. And that is a useful kick by the fullback, now wearing the number 23 jersey. He's one of those who's opted for a dry jersey for the start of the second half. Not all players have, so I'm deciding just to continue because it's not going to make too much difference. In it goes, and again the lineout's dominated by the Bulldogs. Burrowing away is Lutz as it comes for Nako. Now Bester, the skip pass with Van Rensburg. He gets a little isolated, but it's Nako who's there so quickly. Blackie Swart in support, but he's driven back in the tackle.
Get away now.
Nako left again, Bester, the left boot, the chip kick ahead. Lloyd takes his time and will put it to touch into that grandstand on the far side, which is built especially for the 1995 Rugby World Cup. Border hosting a couple of matches down in East London. Now the Bulldogs on attack. Horn. Lewis taps it across for Nako. This is Bester. Nice ball for Blackie Swart. He goes straight into Kirchner and the tackler Yanni Borman. Nako spins it to Bester. Back inside, poor pass, but well picked up by Horn, the hooker. This is good continuity and wonderful handling. Available again. Nako left now to Mbulali. Lovely feet by the centre. Nako again, Bester. Delays the pass, Mangweni. half gap, held in the tackle though by Niela Swart.
Get away there, Bartels!
Set up well, you can see the mud there as it's picked up by Lewis. Good support, Mangweni, he knocks it forward.
Time out!
Well, again, terrific continuity and handling by the Bulldogs. Mangweni coming in and mixing with the forwards. Now Hedley Vessels is going to have a talking to. There's a card coming out here. Well, I didn't see it, the referee did. Hedley Vessels is off, which will mean a reshuffle in the front row. They've got Rudy Durant. There's Hedley Vessels. Taking the player out. So they have to have a reshuffle in the pack next time they have a scrum. But a penalty right now to the Border Bulldogs. And, well, Griquas have had 43 minutes they'd rather forget. But, such is the nature of sport in this game, there's time aplenty to make amends, albeit that they trail by 22 points and the possibility of trailing by 25 in a moment or two if Werner Best is successful with this penalty. 6 out of 7 in these conditions is an outstanding record. Very short approach, and the result is perfect. So 7 out of 8 for Werner Bester. It's 25 points to 0, and the Border Bulldogs look as though they are on their way to victory in this Vodacom Shield final in East London. Colin Lloyd goes straight down the middle. Oh, Bester outside his 22 now. Kicks it straight back to Lloyd. Now, what's he going to do? He's going to hoist it straight up. They come down outside the 22. No one's taken it. That's poor play. Picked up by Lloyd. Goes squirting out. And it was knocked on. And Colin Lloyd very nearly profited from his kick because of some indecision by the Bulldogs. Now here comes the change. No one wanted it. After it had bounced there. Rudy Durant will come on in the number 17 jersey. Well. You're doing a great job. There's Rudy Durant. He's on the loose head in place of Hedley Vessels. Couldn't quite make out it went off, but one of the loose forwards went off as this is kicked downfield by Peter Nako. And well, he's had a great afternoon so far. Beg your pardon, Mangweni. He's had a pretty good afternoon as well. Griquas still can't win a line out.
Hands off White. Get back White.
Nako puts it over the top. It's knocked backwards. No one could hold on to it. And they'll come back. It's Griquas Grobler, number 8, former Free Stater. No one could hold it. Nicholas couldn't. So it'll be a feed to Vida Nako. Slippery conditions. Nako gets it away under pressure. Bester holds it. Juggles. Nako now. This is Chumani. Boy, very nearly away. He's got support. Hands letting down. And Ludwig van Staden couldn't get away. We've seen very little from Chumani Boy. He's a wonderfully exciting runner. Very nearly got away. That pass to Tiger Mangweni was, if it had been taken, there was trouble because he had 2 men either side, Mbulali and Ndugani, to choose from for the next pass.
Crowds and out. Okay. Get it up.
So they're a man short here, Griquas. And kicked through now by Lloyd. And we'll find touch on the far side. It was the result of Vito Narco just tapping down Griquas Grobler as he was trying to get through. You can see the grin on the face of the sports minister there. He's a border man through and through. So Louis Loebscher comes off. And that's Derek Henry, the Border Bulldogs captain. Loebscher comes off, and Robin Cockrell should be the new hooker. It's Griquas now. Drive it up. Eventually they have some possession. And this is as good a move as you've seen as they slide on the mud towards the 22. Blom. And it's knocked down by Cockrell. Turned over now. Here goes the Bulldogs. Can they get it through the hands? They can. Here's Mangweni now. Onto the boot. And a chase. It's not going to go over Lloyd. And his kick goes into touch. But again, the Bulldogs come pouring onto the attack. Almost as relentless as the rain this afternoon in East London. The counter-attack, and that was as a result of a knock-on. Lovely hands and availability. Mangweni, presence of mind to put the kick in. Beautifully weighted, or perhaps the damp conditions helped. And Lloyd's kick straight into touch inside the 22. And it's won by the Bulldogs. Cumming lets it go. Here's Henry, the captain, trying to burst his way through. 6 meters short. Narco couldn't hold it. And he was knocked off his feet for good measure. And there was the knock-on there. And I don't think Lucky Van Straten could stop himself.
Come closer. Crowds and out. Okay. Stay on.
Big shove again. It's picked up at the back by Grobler. He's got 3 to 4, now 5 Bulldog men with him. And some support, but here comes Bruce Cumming. Turned over. Mulali, his pass just too late. The chip kick for the corner flag. All bouncing around like a football. Right on Tesa. A little frustrated. Bruce Cumming here. The pass, short little passes in these conditions. And that just a little too late from the Sumzi Mbulali. So the scrum inside the 22 of Griquas. Bulldogs. And they'll have to have it all over again. Pietie Lewis at number 8. So the referee wants it to scrum straight. Going for the bake on for the Bulldogs. As big shove from the Griquas, and they've turned it over. Bulldogs are going to get penalised here unless Griquas can make it work, which they don't. And it's taken quickly now by Blom. Little chip kick through, keeping it on the ground. Again, it's rather messy. And Colin Lloyd offside there, playing the ball accidentally. But he was offside, nevertheless. He was accidentally offside. And they went through and through, I'm sure, that lot, but enjoying their afternoon at the Absa Stadium in East London, where the Bulldogs lead Griquas 25-0 in the final of the Vodacom Shield. Blom's little kick. Now Lloyd got ahead there, and the ball went forward to him, and he was in an offside position there when he played it. And looks as though Rudy Durant has lost it. I don't believe it. He's lost a contact lens, perhaps. In these conditions, and managed to find it. Remarkable. Derek Henry will be delighted with the way his side have performed this afternoon. He's found it. That's amazing. Found the contact lens. Let's get stuck in. Narco to feed and does. Reaches in, gets the pass away to Best onto the boot. In behind the defence, Lloyd again under pressure, and he'll put that into the grandstand. And win all but 10 metres for Griquas. Bester's handling, his selection of what to do has been absolutely spot on today. That man has been under pressure, the full-back Colin Lloyd. He's coming as one. Everything that's come his way, pretty much. And Vake from the Western Province hooker. And this time it's won by Griquas. And they take it on. That's the strong running Rudy Durant. An advantage, not forward. Well, it's become rather messy, to be fair. The second half a little messier than the first in every sense. Oh, a free kick to Griquas here. He didn't do that. After his back was turned. He just dropped it. There we go. Cockrell, the hooker. Famous name in South African rugby, and hooking particularly. Is that kick from Kirchner is marked by Tiger Mangwene. Well taken. Very little going forward is Zane Kirchner, the fly half for Griquas. Mangwene makes sure of his touch. That's very well taken. Some clever play by Chimani Boy there, running just ahead of the charging Yaros Nicholas. Cockrell to feed. And they're starting to win a lot more ball now. They're on this time.
Keep it up, keep it up.
Griquas make an impact on the scoreboard, more importantly, as they'll have the advantage here. It's called back. There's another problem here. Derek Henry. Well, he's complaining about one of his players coming in from the wrong side. And says the next time he's sent off. I think it's Bruce Cumming. He's been guilty of that a few times this afternoon. So penalty, Colin Lloyd. Haven't even had a shot at goal yet. Griquas. Look at the water forming alongside the touchline there. Peterson, the fullback, originally going to play in this game. There it is. Again, they're winning the ball. Much better throwing from Cockrell.
Keep it up, keep it up.
It's driven on off by Griquas. Now just 12 metres out. Calling it the forwards in to drive it up a little closer. Head down. In they go. Comes away to Kirchner. This is a big centre. Ludi van Staden. Pop up from Blom. Cockrell. Good tackle. Coming from Chimani Boy. They still have possession though. And eventually dumped into the fish pond of the pitcher. There's Bertus Yunus. And really, really muddy and wet. That's Cockrell. And the tackle coming in on him from Blackie Swart. Also involved with Derek Henry, the captain.
Number 9 black. 7 black. 7 black and 9 black.
Vito Narco is going off. And he's had a fantastic afternoon. And so is Gareth Krauser. And Josh Fowles comes on. Last week he came off the bench for the Sharks in the Super 12. And their match against the Bulldogs.
Get back.
Free kick. Numbers in the line out. That's Josh Fowles there. As the kick will find touch. A lovely kick. Well, he's done nothing wrong this afternoon as Tiger Mngweni. He's found a fantastic touch. So, line out 2-3 meters short of the halfway line. Blackie Swart looks as though he's having a word with his opposite number. Knock on in the line out. It's becoming a little messy. 25 points to 0. Just 3 points in the second half. Ravana Best a penalty.
Yeah, okay.
Charles Blom will feed this scrum for Griquas. He's out the back. Quickly, here's Kirchner. Van Staden knocks it forward. Loses it in the tackle. And he's a big man, is Rudy van Staden. He's going to hold on to the ball in those situations. But it is very difficult in these conditions. Another look. He's guilty of not holding on to it firmly and knowing he's going into a contact situation like that. Fouls. Lewis fouls into a bit of space. This is Lloyd. He's collared. Can they retain possession? Griquas, they can. This David Teron now with Blom. And the whistle again. So, penalty to Griquas. Time is running out. There's only 18 minutes gone, but when you're trailing by 25 points and you haven't looked like scoring a point at any stage in the game, then something miraculous has got to happen for Griquas. 13 penalties, 3 kicks to Border, 7 to Griquas. This is a Griquas feed in the line out.
Time off.
The referee telling one of the players that he's captain, who he was speaking to, but it's come back for the Bulldogs. Quickly back. This is good play. Bester assesses again, puts a little chip kick through. Lloyd's under pressure here. Boy, the ball's loose and stabbed into touch now. Which way? It's a Bulldogs feed to the line out. Nicholas under pressure. That's Colin Lloyd. Chimani Boy was pressurizing him. And it was just slid into touch on the side of the foot for a Border Bulldogs feed to the line out. We've only had 1 try in this game. Bruce Cumming in the first half. 11 out of 15 for Border, as this goes in comfortably taken by Swart now. 4 Bulldogs. Cumming has possession. It'll be scrum down to the Bulldogs. The referee saying he can't roll away. One of the Griquas men, so he'll have to go down for the scrum. It's Info Horn, the hooker. Chris van der Merwe, the Bulldogs coach, will be delighted with the way things have gone this afternoon. Pretty much all season as well. Jamani Boy packing in down here as it comes from fouls. Here's Henry. That's why Fowles is packing down on the side of the scrum. Henry trying to break through. He's just half a metre short. They drive over, and I think the try has been given. Can't see the referee, but I think the try has been given. And it might well be that Border have secured the victory this afternoon. And this man, Mangweni's got the try. But you have to just check it. You couldn't see the referee put his arm up. In fact, it looks as though it might be Zolani Mpofu who's gone over. Now, there's the ball. We're watching it from behind. There's no way of seeing when or who put that down. And there's the man who's been credited, who was celebrating, Zolani Mpofu. That really will put the lid on it for the Bulldogs. Besta, no mistake. Missed just one kick in these atrocious conditions. And the Bulldogs lead by 32 points to 0. Another look from a different angle. There it is. Surprised the ball away and popped over. There's a restart. He's taken in by the Bulldogs. Besta. Hasn't he been the Besta today? As it's taken by Lloyd on the run, halfway line. Chip kick over into Bulldogs territory. Mangwene picks up. And the ball bouncing awkwardly, so Tyson will let it bounce into the 22 and then give himself time. In fact, it's Zandberg who's trying to find touch and does. Bruce coming straight up the middle, knows one route. Sets it for Fowles, who's caught in possession. Still has it as Josh Fowles, but then gets 4 or 5 Griquas jerseys. Flicked out the back. Besta. This is all trouble for Bulali. Turnover in possession again. Here goes Tiart for Griquas. And eventually they'll come back for the knock-on. Very messy indeed in these conditions. It's a Bulali. He knocked it forward there. So 2 tries. Really, Griquas haven't looked like getting close as they spin it out wide now. This is Ludwig van Staden, strong on his feet. And still going forward now, Tyson. Straight over the top. They need some continuity. They need possession and they need points. The kick was taken in well by Ndugani on the left wing. Controlled and put to touch on the far side. Had too many opportunities. Had one in the first half that was a half chance. But other than that, in these conditions, you're not expecting to get too many out on the wing. On the border side, it comes down for Bruce Cumming. Fouls. Besta steps onto his left foot and puts it down the touchline. Tyson now with Grobbelaar, the 8th man, and he takes on the 2 border defenders. It's set up for all over the place, and now it's a knock-on, as you heard Jamil Pandey say. Zandberg just finding it very difficult to keep a handle on the ball. And I suppose for the players who are just coming on, haven't been playing in these conditions all afternoon. Well, the light in East London this afternoon, or early evening now. On the halfway line. Big shove from Griquas, but it comes back for fouls. They're not going to get too far in these conditions. Dragged down to the ground. He sets it up. The pass to Mngweni. A big up and under. It's going to come down just inside. Lloyd calls for the man. And runs. And runs. And runs. And gets the pass away. Too late from... Now it's kicked ahead by Undugani. Lloyd is back in defence. The ball's still available. No, they all slide past it eventually. Griquas tied it up. We've got a wrestling going on as the ball's hacked downfield. And they'll come back for the knock-on. For a moment, this looked promising. And then Rudy Durant retread prop to a hooker, to a centre. Couldn't get his pass away. Players just slid past that ball as it stopped dead in the mud. Came back for the knock-on. Meanwhile, there's a substitution. Nila Swart is going off. Aaron Teysa is wiping the mud out of his eyes. And on comes Ati Stander, the former Free Stater. Stoppages for injury for Griquas. To be fair, when the play stops either side, the opposition always delighted, as are the crowd there, celebrating already. Well, so they should. 26 minutes gone, nearly 27, and Border Bulldogs leading this Vodacom Shield final by 32 points to 0. By Bruce Cumming in the first half, as Border led 22-0 in the first half. Start having some treatment. He might be replaced as well. Dancing in the stands at the ABSA Stadium. Waiting for a prop. Griquas cannot have a scrum. Well, they've got the rhythm on the field and off the field of people of the Border. See if you can swap the man having some treatment now. Cannot continue without Rob Headley. Vessels went off a little earlier. He's substituted. Well, here he comes back on again. They will now back down. The Griquas ball at the put in. Slipping.
Get it inside, yeah.
In danger of having to swim back onto the field. It carries on raining. So they're thinking a bit of a moat around the ground. Big shove. And the put in. As it's wheeled. Goes to the Bulldogs. Well, the forwards have done a fantastic job this afternoon. Fouls. Well, now Griquas putting on the power. But they do manage to get it to the Bulldogs. Just gets it away to Bester. Oh, that's gone off the side of the boot, straight up in the air. It's back on the Griquas side. And it'll be a Bulldogs Penalty again. Johnny Borman offside. 12 minutes remaining in this Vodacom Shield final. Bester just puts it to touch, and the Bulldogs will have another opportunity. Let's see here. Borman there, he is loitering there offside. Who's coming? Crawford once more on the line out. And it'll this time go to Krause, at least to Lucky Swart. But the referee not entirely happy with the Bulldogs. It is quickly taken now by Zandberg for the Griquas. Borman is brought to ground. Zandberg back inside. Dragged to the ground is Rudy Durant. Zandberg almost forward that pass as Morano was hitting the ball. And with right on number 21 there for the Bulldogs. Let's see the cleaner jerseys. Those players have just come on. As the Griquas try and batter it upfield over the 10-meter line now. Zandberg. Now with Cockrell, the hooker. Zandberg again. This is Kobus Grobler, the 8th man, brought down by Cummings. By Cummings, at least it's turned over now. Lucky Swart has it. And it'll be a scrum down to the Bulldogs. Well, it's about as continuous a piece of play as we've seen in this second half. It's indicative really of the conditions and also the dominant situation that the Bulldogs find themselves in. There's fouls, feeds, that's messy. We've got Tiger Mangweni packing down on this open side here. Really is awful conditions to scrum in. Guys, I think, are slipping all over the place. There's still that gentle breeze. And Griquas will feel like they've been playing into a howling gale the whole day. So there's a substitution. Donnie Tiart is going off. We should see Michael Kutsia come on. Here comes Michael Kutsia. Man in. Tight end for. And it's quickly taken by Fowles. Kicked downfield by Gareth Wright. Lloyd at time. And does find a useful touch for Griquas, but that's going toward Griquas. Really do need something extraordinary now inside the last 10 minutes.
Get back, get out. Get back.
Go comfortably as Lewis offloads. Set up well for Fowles. This is Gareth Wright, little chip kick. Oh, he's found it beautifully. Lovely kick. Just lands inside the field of play. Back from a wrist injury. 34 points this season. From a Lions player. Started originally though. Rondebosch Boys High, Gareth Wright. Dave Vitron. In it goes. Run by Bertus Jonas for Griquas. They had a lot more possession in the second half, but they've been unable to make use of it. Tron drives it on. In fact, that was Cockrell. Zandberg. This is Durant. Zandberg again. A little more continuity here from Griquas. This is more like it. Zandberg again. Krobler, the 8th man. Zandberg. Tiger Mangweni's done very little wrong today. Lots of time. Puts it to touch. Very, very impressively. It's a huge kick. That he had lots of time to line it up. It takes play back into Griquas' half by 5 meters. To whatever is a gentle breeze, it's into it. That's where the line out will take place. And they'll start now. Cockrell will feed. And he finds Stander. Stander there in the number 18 jersey. Grinding away from the Free Stater as Krobler takes it on. Game driven up by Griquas. They're much more impressive now on the drive. I'm afraid it's probably too late and it's robbed. That's terrific work by the Bulldogs. Wright's kick is charged down or straight into the boot of one of the Griquas players. Tiger Mangweni picks it up, runs into trouble, fouls, can get it away to Gareth Wright, pops inside, lovely play this, Wright can't quite hold it, and it falls for Bertesianus. Zandberg. Still on his feet is Cockrell. Zandberg again, the long pass outside. And Jeffrey Stevens was the man there. This is Lloyd, Colin Lloyd. Oh, he's fleet of foot. Doesn't find the support. Even Ulufir, number 21 on the field there. And for the first time, really, at any stage in the game, Griquas now looking as though they might be able to get into a scoring position. Joseph van Rensburg, national under 7-a-side player. As they pop it up, this is Krobler. 10 meters out for Griquas. Zandberg. The run comes from Hiernis. Little dummy. Can offload. Fouls will pounce on the loose ball for the Bulldogs and kick it away and find a great touch from his own goal line onto the halfway line. Josh Fowles relieves the pressure for the Border Bulldogs. After a continuous play, the run of play for Griquas, as long as they've had possession at any stage in this second half, but they just couldn't make it count. The last of the substitutes coming on. Eric Linder is coming on for the Border Bulldogs.
Wait, the line is America.
A little bit of treatment here. This is Colin Lloyd. It is.
Come on.
So in it goes to the line out. Krobler comes down from very high. Zandberg. Cockrell's had a busy time since he came on. Looks impressive. Knocked forward by van Rensburg, but the first knock-on was by the Bulldogs, and it'll be Griquas' feed. That's van Rensburg. Cockrell. He's been quite impressive. That's where the little knock took place.
I want you to buy. You didn't buy. No, you didn't buy. You didn't buy. Here's them all. Crouch and hold. Crouch and hold. Okay. That's
down they go. That's it, says the referee. As Krobler's caught in possession.
Hands off.
The referee can now determine who's who in this in the muddy shirts against the dark shirts. Hands in. And trouble now for Zelani Morfu, who's going to get a card. He'll be disappointed in that. Try scorer, and he's being sent off. I don't quite know what he did. He did score the try, the second half try. Van der Bester, meanwhile, has been nominated as the man of the match, and one can see exactly why. He's been outstanding. Van Rensburg takes it quickly now, offloads to Hedley Wessels, who's back on. Wessels still going and loses it forward in the tackle. Well, you just want to get rid of the ball as soon as you possibly can in these conditions, because any contact results in a knock-on quite often.
And hold. Okay.
Got about 3 or 4 minutes left as scrum collapses once again, and look at the turf being churned up now. The rain might well have stopped, but certainly conditions underfoot are not improving. Came straight out the mouth.
Listen here, Blue. Keep it steady. You're pushing before the ball is in, okay? Keep it steady. Here's some more. Crouch and hold. Okay, steady.
Crouch and hold.
Steady. That's it.
It just collapses. The referee says play on. Lewis picks up at number 8 for the Bulldogs, but they've lost a turnover ball here now. Van Staden back inside. Van Rensburg couldn't get it away. Aaron Tyser was in attendance, and eventually Tiger Mangweni tackles Zandberg into touch. There was a knock-on a little earlier by Griquas, and it'll be a scrum down to the Border Bulldogs. This is a half break here. Van Rensburg was just clear to be knocked on by the Border hand. Free kick to Border. So just award the free kicks instead of having the scrums, because the scrums have been such a mess most of the second half. Now the touch judge is getting involved. Can't quite hear what happened. Let's have a look if we can see. That's Zandberg, number 20, the scrum half, losing his shoulder. And a penalty instead of the free kick. Took a real run at that. Gareth Wright put it to touch.
Get in. Who's in?
So now the short line out called.
Stay there.
There it goes. It's won by Linda.
No, not yet. Yeah.
Fouls. Right. And it goes. Whew, caught in possession. Van der Kutzer now on fouls. With a bit of space. The ball's not going to roll to you. Lloyd picks it up. Slips a few tackles. Still going. Gets support.
Get away, Black, get away! Play on!
It does come for the Bulldogs. Right. Just hammers it downfield again. Robla, the 8th man, he'll do the kick himself. And he'll put it into touch. A huge hefty right boot from the number 8. I'm afraid time is running out for the Griquas here. Man down in a heap. The rain has stopped, but Griquas have been comfortably outplayed in every facet of play. In obviously difficult conditions. Aaron Tyser is the man of some treatment. But in very difficult conditions, the Bulldogs took advantage early on with 3 penalties in the drier conditions, and then just kept going forward, assisted massively by Werner Bester's deadly boot. Missed just one shot at goal, but also by his control of the play. He was assisted as well by Vito Narco's swift service, and that gave the Border Bulldogs a wonderful platform to launch their victory charge. 2 tries, Bruce Cumming and Zola Morfu, who's now been Zolani Morfu, who's been sent off. But that'll all be incidental, as the Border Bulldogs will win this Vodacom Shield final very, very comfortably. And they managed to retain possession here, the Bulldogs. I think they have. They're still going flat out here. Players getting dragged up all over the place. There's the hooter. Fouls. And kicked into the stands by Gareth Wright, and that will be the last move of this final. And the Border Bulldogs did all the work in the first half. There's Cobus Panameva. He'll be delighted with the performance this afternoon. They did the hard work, leading 22-0 in the first half. Werner Bester's boot was outstanding. Their forward play was brilliant. They dominated the lineouts as well, and took full toll, and eventually won this final by 32 points to 0. Just 2 tries, all the rest coming from the boot of Werner Bester. And the Border Bulldogs have won the Vodacom Shield here at the Absa Stadium in East London.